Hello again, and welcome to the 9th episode of the Rhovanion campaign for 4th Age Total War Dominion of Men, a modification for Rome Total War Barbarian Invasion. I am Wombat, or Wambat, as you please. Alright, I did a little homework before doing this episode to refresh myself on what my plans actually are for this year-long campaign now that I took a very long break from. And so I've before I press the end turn 13, I'm going to make some changes to what I decided to do previously. For example, I'm not going to spend money on producing infrastructure for Arab Gobel because Arab Gobel does not have a governor yet. It has plenty of public order. I don't have to worry about that, and it's able to produce foresters, and that's pretty much all I really want it to do right now. Have it produce enough foresters to fill up the holes I need in my army. I will go ahead and look at this. Let's see, how many turns is this? 9 seasons to do that. I'm going to go ahead and produce the Outland Dominion here, just because it'll take so long to do it. If I were to try and take advantage of the discounts afforded by a governor, I would have to wait until I can get a governor there, which who knows how long that'll take. And then I would have to wait many turns for him to become attuned, and that's just way too long of a wait. So I'm going to go ahead and get that started. What else? Oh yes. So here I decided I don't need to try and go for the hosting halls to build March Wardens, because I can actually produce them in 3 of my other communities, 3 of my other settlements that I already possess. And when I produce them in those other settlements, they start with a bonus to experience, provided I have the right infrastructure, whereas that will never be the case here. And I'll just show you that difference here as I open up Eoth and Ra. Let's see here. So you can see down here they get a +1 to experience on the March Wardens produced here. So I'm just going to have Wrathwind concentrate on financial policy rather than military. And let me see if I remembered if there's anything I need to do different here. I think we're on track. We're on track with this one. Let's see what's going on here. These guys are recruited at level 6. I think that's because I've got the highest level cultural building. Where's my cultural building? It's down, way down on the list. Yeah. So currently this is my only settlement with the highest level cultural building, giving the +3 bonus modifier. So what I'm going to have to do is, once I get enough soldiers in place that I can spare, I'm going to start cycling them through Belligant to increase to maximum experience. Down here, I think now that we've established what what I believe Adunabar is doing, is just concentrating on going up the Anduin Vale and really not being interested at all in this area, except to claim Lith Morchant when it's in the hands of the independent people, just because it is a territory that is in the hands of the independent people. I'm gonna stop trying to hold on to it, hoping that they'll attack it. I think basically AI factions, as long as they border an independent people faction or a territory, they'll ignore trying to start wars with other major factions, including the player, and just go for those independent people locations. So what I'm going to do is next time this area rebels, next time the settlement rebels rather, I'll go ahead and attack it just to get rid of the garrison down to 1 understrength unit, and then place it under perpetual siege, just as I have done Bragg Estalon. And I'll still keep 1 stack in this area, probably near Rhovanost. And I'll probably just be able to let Adunabar do its own thing. And we'll see how well that goes. I'll just remain allied with them. And so instead, my ambitions as far as expansion are going to go towards the Bjornings and Dale, capturing those places. I think I can actually, let me see if I have this place uncovered. See, if I attack Dale, if I get into war with Dale, I will get into war with the dwarves as well. And I'm pretty sure I can take out the dwarves, because I'm smarter than them. And if I take Arid Ruin, is going to be a really wealthy place for me to take. That'll be great, except I don't see how I'm going to avoid war with Rune, because I will at that point share a border. And there is an actual land crossing border here. And as far as the AI is concerned, I'm pretty sure that will make me an official target for Rune. And I'm pretty sure that they will just come after me at that point. But that just means I'll need more armies, and I'm sure by that point I'll have them. I just keep producing as I am. Got everybody producing. Okay. Anything else we need to change? I don't know, but I'm going to go ahead and end the turn so that we can get things moving. Oh, let me make sure I saved. I'll just save over the last one where I thought I was done. Did I produce anybody here yet? Not yet. Okay, next turn I'll have somebody there. You know what I actually need to do? Which I'm not, I haven't ruined this for myself, but I'm reminding myself what I really need to do over here in Belegant is fast track the buildings that are required to produce recruitable generals. Because I need those recruitable generals, but the open policy I'm pretty sure is part of that fast tracking. So we'll go ahead and get that set up. See what we got going on here. It's last season's report. Still doing quite well. Look, almost 5,000 profits even after a very expensive some very expensive projects queued up, like that Homeland Dominion, or whatever type of Dominion building. What do we got going here? Rhovanion has the tanneries. Ah, yes. I went with tanneries because that's going to allow me to produce units with better armor. I've still got all these queued up from when the king was here. Yeah, my current governor is still not very good in terms of his bonuses to production. Things are actually more expensive than they would be without him. That just means when it's time for me to queue buildings, I'll just step him out of the settlement and then put him back in. Okay, what else we got going here? Land clearance was finished here. We do have a governor here, so we do need to build things. And he's getting discounts, modest discounts, but discounts nonetheless. This is one of the places that I can build those March Wardens with a bonus to experience, so it would be worthwhile to get the infrastructure I need for that. But I'm pretty far away from that. Still need one more. I need to upgrade this to an urban province. And I've still got 2 more levels of cultural conversion before I get the bonus of 3 to experience that you really want in a unit production center. I think I'll just continue to concentrate on buildings that are going to get me more income. Let's see, that's going to improve farms, get me about 200 more each turn in income. If I went with market, very, very modest increase, not worth it. Surprised it doesn't increase my trade. What's this one do? This one gets me 50. Oh, but a very good land tax increase. Okay. That might be the better move then. Lord's Feasts. And that's along the way to getting better units. So I think I'll go ahead and do that. Lord's Feasts. Okay, what's next? Rhovanion. So we've decided that we're going to concentrate on making money at this location. So let's find something that'll make us money. Fishmongers will give us just about 20 there, another 50, like 70. Merchant Square. I'm kind of surprised at how modest the income increases are for some of these buildings. That's pretty good. That's about 200 right there. Okay, this again, the Lord's Feast seems to be the most likely to win out here. I'm surprised the Herbalist actually increases income as well. Oh no, it doesn't. It decreases it. I was thinking I would increase it. It decreases it. Okay. You got to be careful when looking at this because the visual effect is identical here. Whether it's an increase or a decrease, it will show a grayed out section. And you'll think, oh, that means it's adding stuff on. No, but sometimes it's taking it away, like in this case. So let's look at Lord's Feasts. That is actually, because you see it's a bigger number. You do actually have to look at that. Okay, well, we're going to go with Lord's Feasts here as well then, since that seems to be very helpful. What else we got? Elegant, we already queued that up. King's Feasts restored. Good news. Can't recruit anybody. Oh, we got that ship. That'll be fun. Okay. Lots of units produced. Queue up another one of these guys. Another of these. Another of these. And here, I don't need to recruit any more ships, but I do want to take this ship out here to try and see what's going on with this settlement. See if I can actually claim another settlement here. That would be... Oh yeah, it looks like I can. Okay, so that's going to be something I'll aim to get. I think this will not cause me problems with Rune because there isn't an actual land border with this settlement. So I think unless I get into war with Rune on some other account, they won't start trouble with me there. They might land an army on the territory. Well, we're several turns away from that decision, but it's good information to have. Next turn, I'll probably just take this this ship back and decommission it in Belligant again. Okay, so at this point, I'm going to definitely make sure I've saved. Alright, now I'll just pause for a moment and check my recording to see if my sound levels are acceptable. Alright, well, that was some lost time there. I have grown accustomed to recording these episodes in NKV on the pretense that in NKV, if something messes up with the recording, you don't lose the whole thing. But to its credit, OBS has found a way to sabotage me even there, and I ended up not getting the recording for this last turn. So, doing it over again, where do I want to move this guy? I want to get him right here, but I can't. Can I? Well, we'll just do that then. And while we're on the way, we'll check to see if we can do any recruiting. Not there. I can recruit here. I can recruit Rhovanion Rider, Bowman Mercenaries. See if either of these groups need writers. He has 2 units of writers. He has 2 units of writers. I actually need more writers in this unit because I'm going to have to, what I'm going to do here is have this guy, this kingdom, this settlement under siege in the same way that I have Bragastalot, and I'd prefer to have a horseman unit doing that, just because he'll be able to escape more easily when the time comes to do so. So for that reason, I'm going to go ahead and recruit these mercenaries next turn, just because my general here is going to be moving in that direction in any case, so he'll be covering the same ground they would cover in this turn on that turn. And let's see. No recruitment there. Okay, now I can build a watchtower. And I'm going to just leave them right here because I'm actually going to want to step up into Adunavar's territory again at the beginning of next turn in case it's possible to recruit there. It is allergy season where I live, and as a result I am performing under the influence of allergy medication, which for those who don't have hay fever means that I'm perpetually feeling as though I'm about 10 minutes away from going to sleep. In fact, do I even want this fellow to go in that direction? I don't think I do. I don't think I do. Not hell with that. I'll go up there anyway. I'll go this way. What do I want to do? I want to get this guy up here to Old Ford. And I want this guy to go up to whatever this area is. Framsburg. Framsburg is the, I believe Framsburg was the home of the Rohirrim before they moved down to where they currently live, here in Edoras. Okay. It's interesting, in fact, how folks move around in Lord of the Rings history, because they'll be like, we live up here in Framsburg, and you know, it's pretty crap up here because that's where all the dragons live, and orcs and junk in the mountains. And then Reunited Kingdom's like, hey, why don't you just take all of your women and children and march them all the way down through this orc-infested area you can't live in anymore, just so they can live down here? Won't that work, you know, without roads or infrastructure or shelter? That'll work fine. And that's what they did. Let's see here. He doesn't have to move. Nobody has to, oh, this guy needs to move. This is annoying because I did all these steps in the last recording. Okay, and he needs to uncover nickel delving, which is about there. And under towers, yep. And then this elvish settlement there. Okay. This fellow's gonna go over here and expose the last of the Dunlandish settlements. Somewhere near I've got something. This guy's going over here. Got Swanfleet on the map, and Austinet Hill, which was the former home of, I think, Sylvan elves, whichever the ones that, not the elves that have always lived in Middle Earth, but ones that came back in the First Age to Middle Earth. He doesn't need to move, but over here, this guy needs to move. There we go. Yes, let's do it now. Okay, this guy has settlement right here somewhere. Okay, and then this way. Okay, I think I want to get some emissaries over to this eastern portion of Mordor so I can see what's going on between Adunabar and Adunabar's neighbors. So let's get some more emissaries queued up for that. You're going down here, and over here, there. I'm just going to have one stack in this southwestern area of my empire, near enough to Rhovanion to intercede. What do you want to do? I think now that I've got this Watchtower here, I'm going to have him go over to the eastern end of Mordor to help give me some eyes over there. Alright, let's go. Oh, I guess. And this guy, I'm not going to use him to keep an eye on Adunabar anymore. I was hoping he might increase his ability, but nope. I'm going to have him come up here to keep an eye on Dale and the Bjornings, since they're going to be my next military target, most likely. Where's it down? This guy has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so he'll go down this ways. Here we go. I'm going to be plugging up all of these fords with foresters, and that will prevent me having to deal with more of these spies, at least from factions that are north of that border of this river rather. So I need to move this, get this spy moved to north of this river. Go. There he is. Now I have to make sure all 3 of these squares are blocked off. And then use a 4th character. Excellent. Okay, success this time. We'll have these fellows go in here. Okay. That was quick, acceptable. Move that ship. Oh yes. Let's get all of Horondor exposed. And I'm going to have this guy sit near this ford so he can see what's going on. This is going to be an area of a lot of activity between Harad and Horondor. He's where he needs to be, although I kind of want to avoid the problem that I had earlier. Maybe I should send him south of this ford. Would that make him easier to select? Actually, it would, because I can just use him on this elf host instead of on this city. That'll make things a lot easier for me in future. Okay. I want this fellow to be a little bit north of here so I can get a view of what's of this passage. I'm just thinking, if I did attack Dale, I could probably turn them into a protector with just holding on to Gargle. Well, they'd hate that, wouldn't they? Okay, so I've done all the movement. I'm not doing much. Sorry. I know typically a let's save here. Did I just do something stupid? Save. Damn. I think I just saved over. Okay. I think typically a Let's Player would be looking for fights just to keep things entertaining, but the point of my Let's Plays is to show how to operate an intelligent game, and so I have to restrain myself from my instincts to give you a better show by getting myself in trouble. Okay, we'll press and turn here. Oh! Oh! I'm about to lose this ship. Okay, well, can't withdraw. Guess we'll have to fight. Ah, well, I'm glad you guys made it. Well, that's something to keep in mind. There is a fleet of pirates in the Sea of Rune, and if I'm to take this island, I would have to send my men would have to be able to make landing, or I'd have to have a group of ships strong enough to defeat those pirates. I think they were 3 strong. Okay, let's go ahead and save. On turn 15, boy, are we making progress. Last season, we made a lot of negative money, but that's because we're improving our infrastructure. So that's an admirable way to lose money. And here, what we're working on is what we need to support hosting halls. Hosting halls need provincial control, which I have, and they need urban province, which I have. So I'm guessing here all I need to do is produce military development. So it's time we started on that. Nothing else I produce is going to be of much use in that pursuit. So let's start with control posts, get this thing on the road. That was the only thing we produced, okay. Let's queue up some more men. Alright. So this agent is going to be heading that direction. What do we have in here? Some of those guys. Okay, well, they'll go in here, and this guy can just start heading over there. Oh, I'm so glad we got that spy up north of the river. He can start doing himself some good up here. Let's hope. Okay. How do I want to handle this? Probably would like to set up a watchtower somewhere over here. Mostly I just want to do my recruitment. Okay, so first we'll check to see if I can recruit here. I cannot. Check to see if I can recruit here. I cannot, so we'll go this way. Look at that. A lot of recruitment to do here. Okay, that means that this army is going to be full up a lot faster than I anticipated. In fact, with these 2 more, and then this fellow coming down, and I think I'll leave it at 19 units, because that way I'll be able to incorporate a general in the stack later. You can go there, and you there. Okay, so after this turn, I pretty close to being able to start working on my third stack. Let's see, he's got 15, 16, 17. After the next turn, 18, 19 maybe? Now this is a curiosity. I thought you could upgrade any unit, even if you couldn't produce that unit, but apparently that's not the case, because these spearmen, they should be able to be improved. Because of my cultural building here. To a +3 experience modifier, that would bring them to a total of 6. But I can't, so I guess you do have to have the military infrastructure present for that. So it's good that I'm starting that. Okay, so still having issues with my recordings, my encoders overloading. I think I just don't have sufficient cooling yet. Still having to use my laptop to do the actual recording because it has the stronger processor at this point. I've got a better cooling pad in the mail, so I'll just have to keep recording in smaller segments. Was there anything left that I had to do? Oh, there's lots of stuff that's just beginning the turn. Okay, well, we want to get this guy up here doing something. Send him towards the Bjornings. Maybe I'll run into somebody he can spy on. A little bit faster, please. %51%. Okay, well, I'm not going to send him in there. Let's see. What sort of chances do we have here? 84. Still don't like those odds. 9%. 100%. Wow, they've got some good governors in these areas. Okay. Do we know this guy yet? We did. We did our recruitment. Okay, do we have all of our production going? We do. So we just need to move some emissaries around to expose things. Alright, you've got a settlement over here to expose. And then one up here somewhere. You've got one down here. There it is. Let's see. Yep, so that's going to be it in this area. You, I think, can go... I think these are going to be my two units that I keep down in... Oh no, you've got to go back to Farharad. There we go. Ooh, look at that. No, that's just a small stack. That's not intimidating. If it were a big stack, that would probably mean that Herod's moving in on Farharad, but not yet, apparently. Okay. West Condor. It's weird to me that this one settlement here, just this entire area. Now, there's bigger ones down in the south, but still. It'd be nice if you could just have as many provinces as you want. It's kind of weird that games were designed with these hard limits as to how many provinces you could have. Why would they care? Why wouldn't they just let the game be modded to whatever extent anybody wanted to do it? It's weird. Okay, you can go over here. Actually, he has some exposing to do over here. How many more turns do we have on this? Oh, I have to... Crap! forgot about that. That's a good thing I didn't do too much. I've got to go ahead and get paid for keeping up my siege on the independent peoples here. So let's start with Tharbad since I'm here. Would you pay me to attack the independent peoples like I know you like to do? Very nice. And we can ask the elves over at Mithlon for once, just to be a little different. And we'll ask the Shire again. Who else do we got? The Ornings. It would be nice if some voice work could be done, just for those little things like, I shall speak with him at once sort of thing. If you're so if you're playing the Dwarven faction, you have a very dwarvish sort of gruff-voiced fellow speaking, and just those sort of touches would be nice in the little background vocalizations. Okay, where can you go? That would be useful. You can expose this settlement here. Maybe. Did I see it? I think I saw it already. Good. Seriously? Just couldn't let me go through. I'm just going to wait here for those orcs to move. Can't be bothered. Okay, your job is to come over here and see what's going on in this area. Coming back? Did you already win? No. Rune took that property. Look up here then. No, I'll just keep going this way. You can stay there. I didn't do Rohan and the Reunited Kingdom yet. Let's do those. Okay, so I need this last guy to start heading towards eastern Mordor. Alright, then we can just lift this siege and siege again. Good. I believe that's all we had to do for this turn. Wow, this is a long time without a battle. I'm going to have to start getting through these turns faster, and so we can get to a point where something exciting happens. I might just try stopping my commentary and just plowing through some turns until I get to fight somebody. Oh, here we go. We'll get to have a battle now. I know it'll be another boring battle against the independent peoples. Take what you can get, I guess. Okay, save. We got turn 16 now. I think turn 12 was the last time I tried to sell map information, so I'll try selling map information again this turn, if I can remember. Made a good amount of money last turn, even without the diplomacy. Okay. Ah! Forgot to move this guy last turn. No, I didn't. Yes, I did. No, I didn't. I get paranoid. Okay. So let's go ahead and move this guy first. Move him here. Move this guy here. No, here. This fellow here. Okay, what's next? Ooh. Pretty big stack. What his plans are. Probably nothing good. Can these guys reach there? This guy can. He can put them on. Okay, good. This guy can as well. Okay, so I can. What I'll do is I'll keep out these Rhovanion scouts. I could even have this general join in on the action. It wouldn't really make a difference. You know, generals don't really get much credit for settlement battles. They really only improve in battles out in the wilderness, outside of settlements. You might be able to get an attribute like, you know, good at attacking cities or something, but those aren't particularly important to get. Okay, these guys can get together. What are we doing with this stack here? We were planning on having 3 more units join them, and these are those 3 units. So we don't need any more units going in that direction. Now this guy go here, and this guy go here, and that'll be all that we need going in that direction. These guys can go ahead and disband them. Let's see if I can get any more recruitment. Oh, good. More horsemen. Oh, horsemen are always appreciated. I think our next thing is going to be building a watchtower right here in this tile, and then going all the way over here to Rune's territory, because I'm pretty sure there's going to be another recruitment zone there. Gosh, I need to check these recruitment zones more often. Okay, so I didn't miss out on anything over here. Nowhere here. What about right here? Nope, we're good, so go back in there. Let's see about this area. Can't really get into North Rune. I think I can get right there. Okay, let's try that. Nothing. Okay. Go back in. Let's see if he can investigate anything. I'm really surprised at how much skill a spy needs just to get into some of these settlements. Kind of mean. Maybe if he goes up here, I don't know where to send this spy, just so he can improve his skill. Okay, we can go here. Let's see if we can go this way. Okay, he went back into. I thought he might. I thought that stack might just go right back into high pass stronghold if I was just patient. You just got this one more settlement right up in here to expose, and then you can sort of retire and enjoy some Dunlandish hospitality. Sure, they're getting drunk on ale all the time. He needs to get back to this settlement. Ooh. Tharbad is pushing things. So he's coming in on a much larger stack here, but he might have backup that I can't see. We'll stick around here for one turn, see what happens. Now, is over here. Oh, look at that. Ronder is attacking but they've left themselves open here to counterattack. It'll be interesting to see how that develops. Here. Okay. Alright, so now it's time to go ahead and get ready for our attack. So I'm going to go ahead and get all of my diplomacy done. Go ahead and start with the Shire. I'm going to do my attempts at map selling at the end of the turn so I don't spoil any of my income from my attacks. Should be able to get about 8,000 just from the attacks. Okay, let's see, was that everybody? Got 4,000, so that was everybody. Okay, so let's go ahead and I'll use these horsemen to start the process. Ooh, look at that. Finally sent some men over. That was directly over. Just curious. Okay, let's get everybody to join up here. Let's see, I want to send everybody except this last group of horsemen. I mean, it's okay for me to send some guys that aren't going to have any movement points left because everybody is going to... Actually, no, this is a dumb idea. Okay, yeah, that was a dumb idea. I should not have sent everybody at once, because I forget what happens here is that, shoot. Yeah, what happens here is that a lot of the guys I kill are going to be replenished as soon as the battle's over. So I should have done 2 waves of attacks. I have plenty enough men to have done that. Bummer. Okay, well, it just means it'll take longer for this to happen. Okay. Well, now I've got to do my diplomacy again. So let's get through that. $8,000. Okay, that was everybody. Well, let's go ahead and do our battle. All right. Yeah, this is going to be severe overkill. No, maybe not. They've got all these hunters now. Maybe it's a good idea that I do this. Probably should have looked at their composition before I made decisions like that. Okay, fight. These hunters all have the same range as my own units. I can definitely take them out with very few casualties. Certainly not no casualties. Which only reinforces that setting this up as a perpetually besieged settlement is the right decision at this point, to avoid unnecessary attrition. Okay, how do I want to approach this battle? This is not a bad angle to start with. Don't want to make the same mistakes as last time. So having my men start farther away from the border is probably a good idea. I think I'll go with this corner. Let's get my men grouped. Don't remember where I can reinforce these slingers. Probably not in any of the territories that I hold. Could probably do it if I got hold of that fort that Dale holds next to Gargal. I forget the name of that one. Wow, that one unit of foresters has taken quite a bit of attrition, down to almost half strength. Okay, I'm going to put these guys up front because they might need to charge a unit. Alright, let's start. How many guys we got here? Two units. I'm wondering if charging both of them would be an effective way of getting them not to fire at my men. Problem is they're backed up by these guys over here. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is just see what these guys are going to do. If they're going to walk away, that would be helpful. Let's get this going a little faster. Just leaving the one unit out. That's not so bad. So that means I can actually just get all of my ranged units in a row and just completely overwhelm that one unit. So let's do that. I suspect I'll have somewhere in the range of 20 casualties for this battle. But at the end of it, okay, what's our range? Just need to move up a little bit. Actually, we can just sort of concentrate these guys a little more. Let's do this. Let's have them spread. And then just get it a little more concentrated, like so. Oh, he's coming after me. Perfect. Get these guys into formation quickly and just slaughter them. Beautiful. Okay. Now, are they going to move anybody up to replace him? Looks like the answer is no. I might be able to tempt some fellas out with one of my horsemen. Let's not use the mercenaries. Mercenaries will be harder to reinforce, I suspect. No, maybe not, actually. So I think I can reinforce them. Probably both of the, what are they called? Important cities, what have you. The cities with little flags on them on the campaign map. Okay. Come on over. I'll be close enough that they'll start moving far enough away that they can't actually hit me. Okay, that's close enough. Alright, I'm going to have these guys move up a bit. And these fellows can get just about there. I think that should be good. Oh, I'm going to take some casualties. They already started firing. I think they were firing at my horsemen. Nope. My slingers, little bastards. The one unit that's probably going to be impossible for me to reinforce anytime soon. Or retrain, rather. Okay. Let's rinse and repeat. Nope, they're not going to move. There we go. Really? It's going to be like that? Okay, so while he's running back and forth like that, I can probably just get my own ranged units into position. Have them starting to walk forward like so. There we go. Oh, those are just axemen. Well, that's handy. Hey, axemen, come over here. Let's take these guys off of fire automatically. Let's see here. Set them up like so. Make sure I can use my ammunition wisely. Oh, I forgot to take... Damn. There we go. I want to make sure these guys are positioned in such a way that they will not be hitting each other. There we go. Okay, well this one actually went a lot smoother than I expected, given that I'm going up against all these ranged units. And we got... Do we have any ranged units left in this area? No, we apparently have taken out all the ranged units, unless there's some hiding around that I can't see. Okay. Well, I'll just move all of my men up to this attack vector. There we go, we can fast forward now. I was just getting a notice of my encoder overloading. I'm going to take a little pause there so it can cool down. Encoder overloading is just a polite way of saying your computer cannot cool itself properly. I wish I could have the window open and fan blowing air into this room when I'm recording, but that's, of course, impossible. Would not be able to get my voice recording done. The two computers running in here are like just having a space heater in the room. And even though we're getting close to winter, it's still not particularly cool here. Okay, so at this point, I'm going to use one of these horsemen to come in here and see if I can lure out anybody. I doubt I'll be able to. If I'm not able to, then I'll just move my men up to slaughter everybody with arrow fire through this corridor. Should be a pretty simple matter. I do have to be careful not to cause all of the units to rout. If I'm not careful about that, I will take this town, which is not what I want to do right now. Not the end of the world if I do, but it will be inconvenient for me. I'll go ahead and set up these smaller units as my... No, I'm going to do the opposite. Set up these larger units on either side. Let's go ahead and pause. And then the two smaller units. Will be set up to move forward. And then I'll have my slingers up front. Actually, I don't want to do that. No, I'm not going to put my slingers up front. Instead, I'm going to use all of these fellows. So my hope here is that I'll be able to just send out one big volley that will just completely slaughter the vast majority of the general and so forth. Yeah, I think I have to be more careful about this than I'm being. Because having all these men up here doing all that massive damage all at once, I'm probably going to end up with all three of these units running out, and then all three of them routing at the same time, and that would ruin all of my plans. So a smarter strategy is going to be not doing that. A smarter strategy, honestly not even sure what the smarter strategy is going to be. What can I do that would be smart? Well, let's go ahead and stop these fellows and just rely on my slingers. We'll see how that works out for us. Oh, let's get our horsemen up here. Where should we put our horsemen? Let's put them here. Okay, I think it's as close as I want my horsemen to get. Alright, let's see. Take my slingers and put them right here. I'm trying to do is entice all of the enemy horsemen out to be eliminated without getting the axemen that are in there involved. Run. Okay, I think I can get all of these guys to go ahead and fire at will. Make sure they're all on Do Not Pursue. And I'll have my horsemen run up. Oh no, I want pause. No, I can go, because they're going to get hit. Oh, so I can walk instead of them. Nope, send them back. Okay, good, good, good. Okay, horsemen, go up there. Horsemen will come in and back, and should be able to get them to finish off everybody. Oof, taking a lot of collateral damage. Probably have them stop firing at people. Let's just have them attack. The enemy general is going to get slaughtered. Everybody's not firing at will anymore, right? Okay. Let's take all of these guys off the Do Not Pursue option and get them to start killing these horsemen. Very nice. Well, we lost about 8, maybe 10 men in that charge. But honestly, I was expecting casualties closer to 20 men for this battle, so that's not too bad. And I'm feeling better about having overkill on this particular fight, given all the ranged units the enemy had use of. Oh, wait a minute, I'm not doing this right. You here, and you here. Okay. And then these two fellows can be right back here. Alright. And let's see, we'll get our horsemen to go back into these woods. No, we don't need to go back in this. Actually, I'm thinking like I'm going to kill off all these guys. No. All I need to do is whittle this guy down to about half strength. Just so that he's low enough strength that I can maintain a siege on this settlement with just one horse unit. So all I'm doing at this point is reducing the numbers of these axemen to the point that they're just to the point that they're not quite ready to break. The feeling that I'm going to have to spend even more money on cooling than I have already, which is unfortunate. But you do what you gotta do. Okay. I'm going to be doing this normal speed, because it's going to be a very delicate operation. Definitely don't want these guys to break. The current pattern back and forth here, they should be getting hit each time while they're in the town square. And when they're in the town square, they can't flee. So that's relatively safe. I'm waiting until each time I'm waiting until all of their men have stepped out of the square, so that when I run away, it triggers them to run back into the town square. If they haven't completely left the town square when I start running away, then what will happen is they'll just start, they'll just stop on their tracks, facing my men. So that means they'll be able to protect themselves with their shields, which will make my shots less effective. And then timing my shots in such a way that once I actually loose some ammunition at them, they will be in the town square when it hits. I think if I get them down to 10 men, that would be a good amount. Unfortunately, I'm not close enough to see how eager they are, how close to breaking they are. But if I was that close, my men would probably be intimidating enough to cause them to break, which I don't want to happen. I would say 2 more volleys should do this for me. Okay, that's good enough. That is good enough. You definitely don't want to do any more than that. There we go. Very effective. Okay, so now I just need all of these fellows to leave the battlefield in an orderly fashion. Okay, so they killed 15. How many did I lose altogether? 3, 2, 11. Oh. All of my casualties were actually from the enemy. No friendly fire. That's not what I expected at all. In that all of those casualties would have been lost in that little exchange there, except for the few mercenary slingers that I lost. That was from my first artillery fire exchange. Just 3 men lost there. Oh, yeah, of course you wouldn't recover any casualties because you lost this battle, technically. Do not be too eager to deal out death and judgment, Gandalf the White. Okay. So he's not going to get any reinforcement. This is a bummer. Wow. They recovered a lot. It's going to take me a couple of turns, I think, to whittle this down. Alright, well, the whole point of this, really, is to keep Adunabar from claiming the settlement. So as long as I have somebody besieging it, even if he's going to get that siege broken next turn, that's alright, that'll work out. I think I'll have this mercenary unit join the stack. Or should I have him join this stack? Decisions. Well, the first thing I need to do is get paid for putting this settlement under siege. That is, first thing I need to do is save after that battle. I'll go to the diplomatic motions again. thought this guy would be easier to select down here. Not turning out to be the case. $12,000, so that's everybody. Maybe if I have both of these guys there, that'll be enough of a force to keep them from sallying. I can only hope. Okay, is there anything else we need to... Oh yes, I was going to try to get money for map information. So, I will start with Rohan, see if they'll give me, say, I don't know, 1,000. Let's see. Will it give me anything? No. Okay, that didn't work. Let's try RK. Instead of 1,000, let's try 500. Nope. Probably nobody's going to accept it then. But we'll give it a shot. Where are these guys?
Waiting your command. I shall speak with them at once.
Yeah, nobody's interested. We'll just try next turn. Okay. Alright, well that was fun. You got your battle. Went through, what, 3 or 4 turns there? Yeah, good amount of turns anyway. And I think that's long enough for one episode. Thank you for watching. This will conclude the 9th episode of the Rhovanion campaign. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe, and comment.